Good morning and welcome everyone to Queen's Court Conversations. Thank you WRJR Network for this platform. I really appreciate it. And I'm so excited this morning because I have some queens in the house. I'm so excited about these women are movers and shakers and they are doing their thing. They are changing the world as we speak. And I am going to let everyone introduce themselves this morning so we can get started. Okay, I'll start with you.
My name is Chelsea Kearney. I cut grass, lawn care business, Lady Luck Lawn Care.
Okay, thank you, Chelsea.
Hi, I'm Indy Felder. I am the founder of Beauties with Brains Empowerment Organization and the Indy Felder Branding Agency.
Exciting. Okay.
I work here.
Hey everyone, my name is Shay Herring. I own Lunchbox Bakery.
And Rosa.
Good morning. I am Rosa Wallace and am evolving into the makeup line and just getting started.
And you know, this is what's exciting about this because this is what we call women's empowerment. And that's what Queen's Court Conversation is all about, empowering each other, networking together. Because when we come together, there's strength in numbers. And this is what this is all about. So we're going to talk about each person's business, and we're going to talk about what inspired them to start in the first place. So I'm going to start with Empress. Go ahead, Empress. Tell us.
Okay, so what made me start my own business? Well, one, I like to be outside.
Okay.
I love to be outside and enjoy nature. So growing up, my daddy always told me that I belonged in the kitchen. I, on the other hand, would like to think that I can do more than just be barefooted in the kitchen.
Okay, you heard that, right? You heard what she said. She said Daddy told her that she belonged in the kitchen, but she's letting everybody know, no, Dad, that's not what my plan is. God's plan is not for me to be in the kitchen barefoot, okay? She's letting you know right now what inspired her to go outside in the first place. Go ahead, tell us some more.
And so I always wanted to learn. I always see my brothers outside cutting grass or helping Daddy outside in the yard. I wanted to learn. I'm a daddy's girl and everything. And it wasn't until 2 years ago I had just gotten out the streets.
Okay.
Recovering.
All right.
I've been clean for 2 years. So 2 years
Did
ago.
you hear that? That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, absolutely.
She took a negative and made it a positive.
And I was sitting at home, sitting at home at my mom and daddy house. And I'm just like, what I'm going to do? Like, I have a whole 8-year-old. What am I going to do with my life? What am I going to do? And I was working at Capital Seafood. Now, mind you, I have great customer service skills.
Okay.
However, people can bring out the worst in you if you let them.
If you let
them. And so I said, all right, Chelsea, you work better alone. You work better alone and not dealing with people because I know who I am as a person. I know who I am. And so I said, you know what? I was cutting my brother's grass. And I enjoy it because it's almost therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
I'm outside, I'm with nature, and that's the closest I feel like I'm gonna get to God.
Okay.
It's through nature. And I enjoy it. And so I started crying in the middle of me cutting my brother's grass because an hour later I had to be to work and I did not want to go. I said, I don't want to go. I'm tired of working for people. I'm tired of working for somebody who will that. I'm tired because I can drop dead right now. And by the time 6 o'clock in the morning come, baby, y'all probably gonna have somebody who's filling in my shift.
Okay.
Ain't no problem, you are.
Right.
Yeah, I have somebody filling in my shift. And this whole time I am putting in my energy and my time and my effort just to get talked down on, just to not get noticed, just to get walked over. Like, no, baby. I work 6 days. It's 7 days in the week. Give me my 1 day off. But y'all want to call me on my 1 day off. So now I don't have energy for the rest of the week to fake the funk for the customers. Because the guest is always right. That's what y'all say. That is not true. That is not true. that is not true. And even
Okay.
with my own business, it's to the point, ma'am, the whole point of me being here is because you needed my help.
Okay.
So don't tell me how to do my job when you came looking for me, because if you did not need me, I would not be here.
Mm-hmm.
So let me do what I need to do. And I promise you, you will be
I
satisfied at the
love
end.
that.
But it's just, I just wanted my name on something.
Okay.
Ralph Lauren Polo, we wearing everybody else.
Okay.
Name.
You hear that? Why not you, right?
My name.
Why not you, right?
Why not?
That's right.
Why
And
not? Why
That's
not?
right. That's right.
Because I have a plan. My
Thank you for
plan
that.
is to live off of the grid.
Okay.
I plan
Yes.
on moving and living off the grid, and everything that I'm doing right now, I don't know how it's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I just know I'm gonna get there, and it's starting with this lawn care business. Because after I learn how to take care of the land,
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning how to build me a house on my land.
I know this.
Once I learn how
Okay.
to build my house, I'm going to learn how to plumb. I'm going
Okay.
to learn how to do electrical work. Therefore, when I buy my land, everything is because I put my
There you
blood,
go.
sweat. I'm gonna learn. Y'all
Mhm.
understand? I'm gonna
I love
learn.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna learn how to farm because what they're feeding us isn't right.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not right.
No, it's not.
It's not right.
Right.
I'm not understanding.
Mm-hmm.
I should. Why am I getting sick after eating
Yeah.
this?
Okay.
It's a lot
What are
going
y'all doing
on.
to the animals?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a lot going
So
on.
let me
there.
get my own farm, raise my
Mhm.
own animals. You understand what I'm saying? Raise my own, because now I know what I know what I'm
you
putting
put
in. I know what I know, because you are what you eat.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
The goal is to not live forever,
Mm-hmm.
because everything dies.
Right.
But to make best of your life,
The quality
while
of
you're
your
here.
life.
Right.
That's
To
what
make
it's all
best
about.
of, because you are what you eat. Like
Yes.
that is, I lie to you not. You are what you eat. You are what you eat, and I cannot stress that enough.
Okay.
I can't stress that enough,
I
because
appreciate
that's how
that.
people live longer,
That's right.
to fulfill their life's purpose.
Yes.
And my life, this world is not right.
Mm-hmm.
The government
right.
is not right. It's not right.
It's a
And
lot going on.
Yeah.
and my soul is just like, this is
Mhm.
not right. So I want to create a safe haven for my family and other families. And I want other families to do the same thing, because the Mexicans come together, they do everything. The Arabs come together, they do everything. The Asians, everything,
They got their own.
every except for us. Not only that, every other race has
Race.
their own religion except for us.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Yeah. That's a good question. That's a good question.
Wow.
And you know what? I just want to thank you for that inspiration, because you know what she's telling us is this, that God has given her a plan, and she knows what her value is, and she know how to be valuable to other people on
Yes.
earth, because she wants to help us instead of destroy us.
Yes.
And we are what we eat. Healthy living is so
Yeah.
it
important
is
right now.
very important.
Us as women, we have to stay healthy. We have to take
Yes.
care of ourselves, because no one else is going to do it for us. I mean, we
Right.
are nurturers.
We
And
are.
regardless that we know that our kings are there for us, we know that we are the multitaskers. We know when they say Mother Earth, they say it for a reason.
Exactly.
Because we got so many things that we got to do, right?
Okay.
So she's not just taking care of herself. She's talking about generational. She's talking about building a foundation for her son. So she knows she's not going to be here forever. But she knows that she's putting her son in a position that even when she's gone, the generation of her business continues. And that's what we're talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
gonna
going to go
have
on
to
and
pass
say.
the collection plate up.
All right now. Okay now. All right. You know. All right. I mean, like that. Girl, that was
Because
great.
I get into it.
Right,
When
good.
when I think about the tribe, like I know it's still tribes out there in the Amazon. I want to be with them, because they're not worried about who got the latest Birkin bag. They're not
Okay.
worried about no bills. That's why so many of us are depressed and suicidal, because slavery never ended.
No, it
It
didn't.
never ended.
Mm-mm.
It just got
Different
It's
frames.
just
a different-
It's
It's just another level of
never
it, right?
ended.
A different
That's it.
title for it. It
That's
comes in
it.
a different
Yeah.
form.
Yes,
That's
that's
the
the
people
more.
working
And I
all
want
day,
All day,
every day.
yes.
And not
Come
living.
home.
Even down to the athletes.
And
We'll talk about
we're
that
not
one
supposed
day.
to be
Yeah,
living
we'll-
like that. It just brings it back down to we're not
Exactly.
supposed to be living like that. We're supposed to be honestly. The God honest truth, I honestly feel like God put us here to love one another and to take care of this world.
All right now.
That's it. That is all. And you take care of this world, the world gonna take care of you.
Because we're Him.
Thank you.
He is inside of us. That's what I tell people.
That's who we
I
are.
don't mean to be disrespectful to God when I say I am God or I'm a goddess, because He made me.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't He sprinkle a little bit of Himself within me?
Oh, well, God is in all of us.
Okay.
And that's why you
That
say
is
the
the
God
little-
in you.
That's who
His
we,
spirit lives
that's
within
who
us.
we are.
Yes.
Because
And my-
there is nothing else.
And my
Right.
spirit,
That's who we are.
my spirit telling me we ain't supposed to be living like this.
Mm.
This
Right.
is not it. I'm supposed to be somewhere on the island with some trees, fruit trees.
You have been
Well,
enlightened.
she's a nature girl.
I like to walk
She's
barefooted in the grass. I will go
Yeah.
and pay you however much to get my toes done.
Mhm.
Take off my socks and I'm running in some mud. I'm gonna
That's-
run because I'm connected with the
You're
She's
ground.
right.
connected
Well,
with her.
yeah.
That's
Yes,
Mother
ain't
Earth
no-
right
we
there.
not come
It
from
is.
dirt. Is that
Yes.
not ashes to ashes, dust to dust?
Yeah.
We come. This
She
is where we
is
come
Mother
from.
Nature.
This is where we're gonna go back. Where you
Every-
get buried or cremated, you're gonna go back to where you came from.
Mhm.
Every element of this
It's in us.
in that dirt that's what this
In
is.
the stars.
In a form.
Yes.
When you
Just
look at your
informed.
thumbprints and you cut a tree, the same rings around your thumb is the same
Yeah.
rings around
That's
the
what
tree.
we are.
How are we not connected?
This girl is deep.
Okay.
She's deep.
We are now.
I'm gonna-
We're
I'm gonna-
connected now.
And I'm-
When
That's why
little
you're here.
boys, little boy, the middle, the center of the head, you see our hair,
Right, right.
they look like the constellation.
Is she
of
not deep or
stars.
what?
Yes.
She is deep.
You cannot tell what? But I'm
Yes.
supposed to be here working
Thank you.
under
Thank
somebody,
you.
and y'all taking all my energy, sucking all the life out of me, and I get home and I ain't got no time for me
Right.
or to do what my heart's desire.
Right.
Because I done gave all my energy to the corporate.
Right.
Corporate is a dead entity.
You have
Right.
awakened.
She
I have.
has she not awakened? She
Yes,
is
thank
blossoming. She went
Yes.
from a seed and now she's
Thank
grown
you.
up out of the ground.
Thank
She's
you.
blossoming.
Okay.
But you know what? And I appreciate that.
I
Because
appreciate
you are
y'all.
really
Me
helping a lot of
too.
people
Thank
from
you.
that
You are.
testimony. Thank you so much.
Because I don't look like what I've been through.
Well, you know what?
You
I
just
tell
dropped
a
the
lot
whole
You'd be
word right
surprised.
okay?
You'd be
I don't.
surprised about
I tell
these.
people-
You'd be surprised what all this is. You know, we all got a story here,
Okay.
testimony, right?
But your aura precedes
Yes,
you.
yes.
If we allow it to be seen.
there. Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
That's
And
that
I am
wisdom coming out.
seeing.
When
I
you
am,
Your
when
aura.
I'm seeing. It makes me nervous, to be honest, because I don't like a
You will
lot of
settle.
attention.
You will settle down in.
A lot of I got bad and well, I've been
You will,
diagnosed.
you will settle in
That's
it.
it.
As long as you grow, you will settle in it because
Mhm.
we won't ever know what it all is, but now you know.
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I'm
Yes,
talking
ma'am.
about.
Grow into it.
And on that note, I will talk to Rosa.
Okay.
So Rosa, I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
If you could speak to the little girl at 10 years old about the Rosa today, what would you tell her to be prepared for?
I would tell Rosa not to suppress herself. See, I too am awakening now. That's why I connect with her. And I had to tell her, aura precedes her.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I can say you don't know what it is,
Mm-hmm.
because I did not know what
30
it
seconds.
is until just recently. And now, and because I've been her all the time, now I'm in
20 seconds.
one with her,
Mm-hmm.
who just happened to be called Rosa.
Yes,
Seriously.
yes, that's beautiful.
Yes.
That's
10
beautiful.
seconds.
Yes. And we're going to just take a commercial break right now, and we'll be right back. Thank you. Was on a path of destruction, and then she changed it around. Something inside her said that she is more than that. Every queen is valuable, and she knows her value now. And what she did was she took that, and she let that seed grow and blossom to what it is today. So she went from one instant situation to a new situation, and her new situation is very bright.
Oh, wow.
Very bright. This girl is not only on fire, she got her own business now. She went from no business, working for somebody else, to having her own business.
Okay.
And her business is growing. And it's just beautiful to see how it's manifestation. This manifestation of the seed blossoming is just awesome. But then I started talking to Rosa, and Rosa was telling us what she would tell that little girl from her when she was small to what she is now. And I'm going to turn it back over to Rosa right now so you can hear what she has to say. So Rosa, could you just kind of repeat that to the audience that may not have been in on the first session?
Okay, I was responding to the question of who is Rosa?
Mm-hmm.
And what would I say to the 10-year-old Rosa? And I left off by saying that not to suppress herself.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay not to know who you are. If you think of yourself like a baby,
Mm-hmm.
and all we know is the person that is doing these things for us, and all of a sudden you recognize that person, like your son recognized mommy. So as you grow into yourself, you don't know who you are.
Right.
But she spoke about how she always known. I always known, but it wasn't time because I couldn't handle who Rosa was at that time. And the things that really capture your attention and won't go away, that is that small, still voice speaking to you, educating you, encouraging you to be who you are. But everything has an adversary.
Yes.
And it too is spiritual. So they came up with the concept, God on this shoulder, the devil on that shoulder. But it's you, speaking to you, because you're growing. You don't know, so you will be afraid.
Yes.
But listen to that voice, because there's many voices all around
Yes.
us. And I grew up with large family. So where did I fit in? I was number 11 of 13.
Wow.
So
That's amazing.
Rosa had to suppress her. I was told that I was the smallest, the shortest, but the most powerful.
All right.
And my mother said, you're the only one that I never worried about. You have it. You have it. Did I know what it was? Growing up in the Baptist situation, what, a preacher? I do not want to say though, I don't want to be the preachers that I grew up with. God told me to tell you, and you got to pay you and all of this stuff. And so I began to suppress her. But there will be something in your life, there's a reason for everything. And that's the thing that's going to awaken you to who you are. And it builds your strength. Nothing is bad, it's purpose to make you who you are, because you're her. Women, little girl, females are born with all of their eggs at once. The mother is already preparing the milk in her breast to feed her child. We're prepared, we just don't know it. So whatever situation happened with slavery and all of that, it's a part of us.
Yes.
But we're that tribe that is arising,
Yes.
awakening.
Yes. Absolutely.
So grow into who you are. You love being outside because that's when your creator Yahweh is speaking to you.
Yes.
And I've heard it and was afraid of it. But around me, because your aura,
Yes.
you're this, you're that. Don't sit down. What all of this? So all of that is playing. So well, maybe I am ugly. Maybe I am black. Maybe I am stupid. But the negative around you, know that aura is different because they're the negative. So the you was already who she's supposed to be. She's growing. She just start knocking off, and now you're walking in it. It was beautiful to see Nova
Yes.
tell Empress to sit down, be quiet.
Yes.
And Nova began to speak. And all of a sudden it was like power, just fire.
Yes.
And it's beautiful. You have encouraged me.
Yes.
You all have
Yes.
this morning.
Yes.
You know, I'm of that latter generation, 64, right? So
Cracked on black, you hear that?
She said 64.
Cracked on
64.
black.
Good.
I'm from that
Black don't
generation.
crack.
So you,
Yes.
on her, the first show, she had a young lady. And when she spoke the same way.
Yes.
That's why she had her here, her mother and her aunt.
Mhm.
But when she spoke, we heard her.
Mhm.
And I said, thank you, thank you. I'm from that generational stuff. That's why I said, this Rosa, I love her.
Yeah.
This is a
But
Renaissance
she
Rosa.
had to evolve.
Trailblazer.
She knows.
Oh, I know. I know. Woo.
So don't allow, I love y'all.
We
You all
love
are
you. We
not
love the spirit.
suppressed.
Mhm.
And I get to be among you all today. I am truly blessed. I could cry.
I'm trying not to.
I could really cry. Thank you.
You know, you
Thank
bless
you.
us, Rosa, because Rosa has such an innate spirit for discernment. Is the word I'm going to say. Discern. She can discern.
That's how I knew
Listening to
Aunt
someone
Paris
else.
was when I walked.
Yes, and she can
And
pick
she
up
was
on people's
still
spirit.
suppressing
Mm-hmm.
her.
Yes.
Do not suppress
Yes.
her.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Do not suppress her. I don't care what. Do not suppress her.
Yes.
She's made to be powerful.
Yes.
I knew it with Queen D when I met her.
Girl.
Yes, but we were not
I'm gonna write a
there.
book one day.
We were not there.
I'm gonna write a book one day. It took me
We
a while
should.
to get to this
We
point
should.
because I'll tell you something. The reason why I never wrote a book was
Thank you.
because I couldn't take the pain of the past.
Mm.
Because we all have a story,
Oh, we do.
you know, and
Thank you.
everybody can write a great book.
Yes.
Really, we can.
Yes.
And sometimes we don't want people to know
To
our
know.
stories
Okay.
because we're not ready yet. We're not ready to unfold and
I'm ready now.
unpeel that steak of that onion and let people
That's
know
how-
really
that's how we
Right.
teach
what we,
for them.
you know. And so I said, I'm not ready to write this book yet. And I've had people for years say, write a book. I said, I'm not ready yet. I'm finally
You know.
getting closer to feeling like I'm healed enough
And I can relive it.
Me
that
too.
I
Me
can
too.
write that book without reliving the story and not hurting so bad like that I gotta stop it, you know? Because when I write it, I know that it will be also for other
It's
people
gonna
to
bless
be
the
inspired
world.
and
It
to
will
heal
bless the
other people.
world.
They say, oh shoot, I didn't know all that, oh wow, you know?
Yes.
And that's why I said, I'm almost there, God. I know I'm getting there.
Right.
You know, I know
I'm
I'm getting
I'm
there.
looking at her. I perceive her.
Yeah,
You are.
Yeah.
Thank you.
yeah, I
Seriously.
appreciate it. I appreciate you so much.
So
Oh.
amazing.
And I'm going to go to Shay. Beautiful Shay. Go ahead, Shay. Tell us what inspires you. What made you decide to go into your business? And did you know that this is what you always wanted to do?
Great question.
Thank you.
Wish I looked right here. Okay, so my journey was a little bit different. I can relate to you a lot. I got tired of working for someone else. I actually was a second grade teacher. I enjoyed it
Wow.
somewhat. I enjoyed the kids. I enjoyed actually working with my coworkers. I did not enjoy the top.
The mediocrity of school.
Okay.
I'm a teacher too. I
Be-
know it.
So you know the administration.
Mhm. Hated it.
I don't want to talk
Wow.
about anyone, but like the district people would come with their clipboards and like,
Uh-huh.
Of course.
check
Yes.
everything off. Oh,
Yes.
this is not right.
Oh,
Let me.
God,
Mm.
yeah.
Right.
Mm.
Right.
Mm.
Okay, so I thought to myself, I was 25 at the time. This can't be my life. I can't do this forever. I can't go to work miserable every single day.
Exactly. Exactly.
Now, like you,
Doing no
you got
muscle
the
plans,
weekend.
girl, at night.
Right. We got the weekends. We got 2 days off. Then I got to come back and go through this
The
hell
same.
again.
Uh-huh.
And I remember one day I felt like I should be paid $5 million because y'all know teachers don't make money.
You know
the
that-
hell I
but
put
they
up
You
with
do
should.
it
that.
out
I
of the love
know.
of the children, but not the love of the administration.
But you know them kids take you there. Them kids
Oh.
take you there.
Girl, I got sick from them
The
kids so
stories
many
I
times.
I don't know how.
Listen,
I got sick from a lot of them kids.
listen. I said I need to get out of here before I'm arrested. Okay,
Yes.
kids. Woo.
Mm.
So I remember I was in my car. I was actually sick. I got sick from my students because
That's what I'm saying. You get
school
sick
is
from.
the incubator for sickness.
Yes.
And I was sitting in my car, and that's when Sandy Hook happened. Remember?
Oh yes,
Yes.
I remember.
Yes.
And so when I felt better, I came back to school, and the schools were prepping us on what to do in case that happens.
Oh yeah, we did all
here.
those drills.
Right.
So since I had second grade is like 8 years old, 7.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
So they we had a bathroom in my classroom.
Mhm.
So they told us get all 30 students, 30,
Yes.
30,
pile
them in the bathroom with the teacher.
Yes,
Lock the door.
yes. And then you gotta stick a sign underneath or something to let them know.
Oh no! This is in case of shooters in the school.
Oh Jesus.
So I said, I'm about to be in the bathroom with 30 kids? I don't think so. So after that, I said, okay, God, I'm very strong in my faith. I said, okay, God, this ain't it. But I'm going to pray. If this is your will, I'm going to suck it up. But if it's not, you let me know.
Okay.
Because I'm ready to go.
She already knew.
I'm ready to go.
She knew.
So honestly, it took like a year and some change, but I just kept praying because again, I would begin to cry when I came home from work because it was just awful.
Overwhelming, yeah.
No shade at the teachers who are still,
no shade,
you know,
no shade.
teaching now.
Because you're much needed.
Right, absolutely.
Those teachers are sheroes and heroes because that is so hard.
Exactly. So I finally got the green light from God. I was so excited. I could have done flips through the hallway because I had my resignation letter to get to my principal. Boom, I was out. And it was, when was it? December 2012.
Girl, I did mine at Christmas time too. I was like,
Okay.
I was like, New Year's coming and I ain't coming.
No. So, okay, so fast forward from that moment, I'm like, okay, God, well, this is cool. I'm not teaching anymore, but I need some funds. I gotta make some money. What can I do? So I did work at DSW. I just had a whole bunch of odd jobs, but this is not it. So I'm like, I do what I know to do, pray. Okay, God, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? What do I need to do? God was like, do what you always do. What does that mean? But he told me that while I was baking cookies, because I'm the type, when I'm down, I bake some cookies.
Okay.
I eat a piece
It
of
was
cake,
like
a
right there in
cupcake.
front of your face. Obvious,
What
right?
I do. He's like, do what you always do. What do I always do, God? Putting these cookies
Yeah.
together. What are you talking about?
Business.
I make cookies for a living. I make cake
You
for a
make
living.
people happy.
I love
Yes.
it.
Yes.
I'm happy. Like, I'm
Yes.
happy to make people happy.
Yes.
But I'm not miserable anymore.
And that's the most
Granted-
important part. Yes.
Right. Teachers work extremely hard.
Yes.
Teachers work extremely hard. I work harder within my business now than I ever did teaching.
But you love
But
it.
you're happy.
But
And
you're
you're
happy.
happy.
It's my passion. It
Yeah.
doesn't feel like work.
40 seconds.
Mhm.
So that's my story.
That's awesome. And did you hear that? And that's what we're talking about. That was empowering and that was inspiring because what she said was she's happy now. Even though she enjoyed her job before, her career that she spent 4 years working to get, she found value in what she's doing now. And we'll be right back to where we are. And we were talking to Shay, and Shay has her own business right now, but she was a teacher, which I can relate to. Teaching is one of the hardest jobs you'll ever do,
It sure is.
but it's not rewarded. We don't get no credit for that, you know, but the only credit we get from that is that when those children grow up, if you are a good teacher and you love what you do, that child, that student will remember you, because I remember my good teachers.
Okay.
You know, so
Yeah,
we
that's
giving
true.
credit to all those essential workers out there who are doing their thing. Right now, this is a very difficult time. We're in a pandemic. Even though they keep saying that we're coming out of it, it doesn't matter. Can you imagine being a teacher in a pandemic right now? It was hard enough before the pandemic, but trying to get kids to go 6 feet apart, wear masks, wash their hands, and trying to teach them, and trying to feed them, and take them to the bathroom. That's a lot. So for all the teachers out there, we salute you right now because you're so important and we really appreciate you. You know, but there's some people who realize that that wasn't their calling. Even though they went to school 4 years and got their degree and got licensed and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes it's hard to turn your back on something that you invested so much time in. But if you feel a calling and you feel God is taking you in another direction, you got to listen to him. Don't listen to what you did because, see, he knows what makes you happy.
Absolutely.
Right? He knows what makes you happy. And he knows that even though he's given you gifts and talent, you have options. Okay? You have options. You know, so a talent is what she had to be a teacher. But her gift right now is baking because that's what he gave her a long time ago. She just had to go full circle to recognize that that's what makes her happy.
And I just want to piggyback off of that.
Yes.
I thank God for the teaching.
Oh,
because that was my foundation.
Yes.
To bake.
Yes.
Because I know how to talk to people. I know how to customer service because that's what I did with my parents and my students. Some people might have a bad day. Oh, I got that. I used to do that in second grade with Johnny. I know how to do it now. So I thank God for that foundation.
Yeah, that is a wonderful foundation. And when you think about it, you know those parent-teacher meetings, you know, and when you ask the parents to come in and bring cupcakes and all that kind of stuff, you know, all that stuff come in handy, you know.
Yes, it does.
All it does, because, you know, it's really hard when you have to sit down a parent and talk about their child. Because what you're going to try to highlight is all the good things. Even though that child might have a lot of bad things, you're trying to highlight the good stuff, you know? And because you don't want to offend a parent. Because, you know, there's a lot, because you might be a parent. So you always try to highlight the good stuff. I always say, it's not what a child can't do. You highlight what they can do. Just like with adults, we need to highlight what we can do and stop focusing on what we can't do. You know? Okay, let me get off that.
See, that's why another reason why I started my business, because it's not a lot of women in lawn care out here cutting grass. It's mostly men.
Yes.
That's
this
right.
is men's work. This is a man's job. Okay, well guess what? I can do it
But
too.
women cut grass.
I can do it too. You don't think I can pick up this heavy instrument to hedge these bushes, baby? I can. Don't let the size fool you.
Okay.
Can I say something
that's
about that?
power.
Excuse me. Do you mind me telling a story? Is that okay? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how I met Empress. This little thing here, this little small petite woman shocked me. She came to my house. I, found on Instagram through my son. And so I was like, hi, nice to meet you. And I'm thinking, oh, shoot, this little girl, what this little woman gonna do in my house? I got 3,000 square feet of yard here and blah, 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 blah. I'm in my mind thinking this. Because, normally I hire men to do this stuff.
Exactly.
Because that's what America has convinced us, that men are the ones that drive trucks, do all the heavy lifting, do all the raking, and that's not for us. Well, we're changing the world right now. So I said, well, I just want you to rake and blah, 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 blah. I go in the house and come back out. This little pint-sized petite woman has bagged 3 bags of leaves. I don't know how she did it. And carried it to her truck. I'm like, oh my God. She is so strong. Because what she did, she learned how to use her body.
Yes.
And I still don't know how she did it because I didn't watch it. But don't underestimate size.
For real.
Don't estimate gender. Because this is a powerhouse here, right here, girl. I'm telling you. That's why I said I just got to invite her on this show to highlight how awesome she is.
It's all in your head.
Yep.
Any and everything in this world it's all in your head.
It's already
People
there.
do not understand how powerful the human
mind
brain
is,
is
okay.
because the conscious, the subconscious. Because if someone consistently tell you, you ain't this, you ain't that, you ain't this, you ain't that, you're gonna start to believe
That's
it.
what you believe.
You're gonna
have
start to
power.
believe it.
And you suppress yourself.
Words have
But
power.
once you start to believe that you are worth, that you have worth, that you are somebody,
Yes,
it takes
That's a
you
game
other
changer.
places.
that's right.
It is a game changer. And
Yes,
my mom should
it
say,
is.
I tell people, I say, believe. No matter what you believe in, it becomes real to you because you
It
believe
becomes your reality.
in it. I said you can believe in a penny, a shoelace, a cup. You can believe in it. But whatever you want that cup to do is gonna do it because you believe in
There
it.
you go.
So why not believe in yourself?
That's right.
Thank you.
Put all
Words
that
to
belief
live
in
by.
yourself and watch what you're able to do.
Yes,
Impossible and possible are the same thing.
that's right.
Impossible
Okay.
and possible is the same thing. We are
That's what
perfectly
I'm talking about. Let's give a clap for that.
Every single last one of us are perfectly imperfect. And the only person, spirit, being that is perfect is God. He sits high and looks
That's
down.
right.
Other than that,
That's
He
right.
made us to be
He's a
perfectly imperfect.
creator.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we are. And that's what I know. I'm not perfect. Nothing about me is perfect. I'm
And
gonna fall.
it's easy to forget that
Yes.
we are enough. It's easy
Right.
to forget. I had to learn that last year.
Okay.
I am enough.
That is a t-shirt.
I am enough. Yes. Like
I
personally, I
don't need
learned that.
validation
Okay.
about it.
Yeah.
I got a
We
friend
gotta know
that is you don't care about for what.
Validate yourself.
Why?
Yeah,
Don't allow
If I
somebody
care,
else.
that means I'm giving you power over me. And
Exactly.
the only one that got power over me is God.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
right.
sound like
That's
me in the house when I start
Yeah.
talking.
That's
Like, hey, the only one that can tell me anything is Jesus Christ
Okay.
himself.
That's it. That's it, because I can't afford somebody to have power over me,
can't
because
afford
that's the case. Then, baby, I'm gonna be out here to be a destruction.
That's right.
Yeah.
Any and everything that
That's
could
right.
piss
But
me
it's
off.
like
send me
people,
to
situations,
Yes.
busyness can get you caught up and
Yes.
you forget
Yes.
that you
Yes.
are enough and you
Yes.
can handle this. And we gotta squash that anxiety trash
Yes.
because you gotta
Yes.
remember you are enough. You
That's
can do
right.
this.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm
what
done.
it is.
We are enough. Ladies, queens
Yeah.
out there, we are enough.
Yes.
Did you hear it? We are enough.
We
And-
are the only one that is both male and female. We are
One
female.
man. Whoa, man.
Male.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
un-
I get
one-
you.
You understand what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I get you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We are women. Nature
This is
and the
deep
numbers
woman
are
here.
the closest
This
we're
is
gonna
deep
get to
woman.
God.
Okay.
That's right.
That's the God.
It's so-
Numbers is God handwriting. Women is God's vision. I feel like because we are the portal.
Yes, we are the portal. That is for sure.
We bring more life.
Okay.
That's right.
We are the portal. So
Yes.
we are connected to God.
And if you
That's
think
it.
about it, like in
Okay.
history, wars are fought over women. Cleopatra and what's
Oh.
his name, Mark Anthony or something like that.
We gonna
Was
talk
fought.
about that.
Mm,
Yeah,
okay.
you know,
We're
I'll
valuable
tell you
because
something.
We're powerful.
Yeah,
God
I'll tell
knows
you.
who's doing what He
Yeah.
made us.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
But we have to awaken to it.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And know who you are.
Yes.
You are maybe listen.
Girl, you need your own
Girl,
podcast.
and on that note,
Because
For real.
and on that note, thank you so much. And we're gonna get back to you because I got more questions. I'm gonna turn this over to superstar.
All right.
Okay? Indy Felder. Now, why did I call her a superstar? I'm going to tell you why. Because when I saw this beautiful queen on Instagram, I was like, who is this? Who is this? Oh, okay. You know, what I love about Indy Felder, Queen Indy Felder, is that she is so inspirational, uplifting. She encourages women. She's all about how can I help other people, other
Wow.
women get to the next level. And that's a blessing. You know, not only is she beautiful, but she got brains. So tell us about your brand, Indy Felder.
Yeah, so again, I'm Indy Felder, the founder of Beauties with Brains. Thank you for having me, first off.
You're welcome.
But what you said is why I started Beauties with Brains. I was sitting in class one day and I said, you know, I have a gift. And it's when I first meet people, they automatically confide in me. They, you know, tell me their secrets, tell me their truths, and just very transparent with me. And I give advice and we talk and we speak. And it happens immediately. And it happened for years and years. So one day I was sitting in class and I'm like, what can I do to help more people? I know I'm speaking to one or two people daily, a few people weekly, but I want to reach and help and share my gift with many women. And so I said, what can I do? What can I do? And so I was sitting there and I was like, and that's how Beauties with Brains was birthed. I wanted to create a safe haven where people could come and feel safe to talk about their trials, to triumph, to talk about and understand and realize that we all go through things. We all, no one's different from anyone else or better than anyone else.
Right.
We've all been there. Our, you know, past may be different, but we've all been there. And it's not what you go through, it's how you grow through it. You
Right.
know, we all
Yeah,
go through
I like
things.
that.
So I came up with Beauties with Brains, from trials to triumph, where, I mean, we have celebrity speakers and, you know, entrepreneurs and just women who work, and all type of women
Yes.
from all avenues of life to come and share their stories and help inspire other women in the room. And then it's just grown from there. Yeah, so I think our last event we had Iyanla Van Zant.
Yeah.
And, you know, of course, she has a amazing story
Yes.
that, you know,
Yes, she
everyone was able to, you know, hear and leave inspired and uplifted and empowered. So that's how the Beauties with Brains brands got started. And I mean, it's just been amazing to see how many lives we touch and change. And one lady from the event, she was able to have a one-on-one time with Iyanla Van Zant A year later, from the Beauty's Where the Brains event, a year later, Iyanla connected her with Tyler Perry. Now she's a writer for Tyler Perry Studios.
That's what I'm talking
So
about.
literally
That's what I'm
changing
talking
lives.
about.
Like,
Yes.
seriously.
Yes.
Not just coming to an event to take pictures
Right.
or to look good, but
Yes.
you leave feeling good. You
feel
leave
good.
making connections and leaving with, lifelong friends. And it's just been a blessing to bless other people.
Well, you know what? On that, I'm going to tell you something. I've been to 2 of Indy's events, and I still got her pen. I talk about that. I'm like, this pen came from Indy Felder's
Look at that.
event, and I love this pen. But what I'm going to say is, during a pandemic, let me tell you something about this girl here, this woman, this queen. She had the nerve to invite us to an event on this rooftop.
Outside.
Okay.
On the rooftop. I was like, this is what I'm
No, I
talking
haven't
about.
done
She
that
don't
yet.
let
I need to
nothing
do
stop
that.
her. She don't let nothing stop her. And when I walked in the door and saw all of these beautiful queens sitting up here, just like a chain reaction of positive energy,
Yeah.
I said, I was meant to be here. Oh, yes.
Wow.
Because, see, this is not about gender. It's about gender, but it's not about age. It's not about any of those things that you would think
Yeah.
these events would be. Because a lot of people won't go, so they get intimidated. I'm not going because everybody's going to be dressed, yeah, I don't think I belong here. No, it's not that
Yes,
kind of
you
thing.
do.
It's not that kind of thing.
Right.
It's a place where women can be women,
Yes.
be supportive, encourage, learn, grow. And I was like, you know what? I'm supposed to be here because I do believe that if you are there, like you women are here,
Yeah.
you were meant to be here
Yes.
for a reason,
Yes.
you know. And so on that note, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Queen's Court Conversations. And I'm going to tell you something. We are on fire here. I feel the energy here. Let me tell you something. I was talking to Queen Indy Felder. Indy Felder has her own brand called Beauties with Brains. And it's just obvious when you look at her that she is not just beautiful, she's got brains, okay? And what we were talking about is how she has had great events and have brought in even Ayanna. Now, we all know who she is. I mean, that woman is inspiring to no end. You know, she's a blessing to us. But see, Indy's a blessing because what she has done is by bringing her, Ayanna is also helping other people. So this is what this is all about. So the question I want to ask Indy, I want to ask you, is this just for women? What age group is this for?
No, it's literally because but I'll share with you all that Beauties with Brains also has Beauties with Brain Juniors.
Okay.
And that's where we have, children with little girls from ages about 4 to up until like 13, 14.
God,
and they are part of the
wonderful.
event. And each year they have a topic to discuss. And then they'll discuss this topic. This year it's in 2022, but they'll discuss, how it affected them being at home during COVID, and what changes did it feel different to them, and just letting them just feel free to talk about how they feel and their opinions on that. So yeah, we have little girls, and then literally the Iyanla event, we had women up until like 80 years old.
That's amazing.
Black don't crack.
That's
They were there, so it's literally for everyone. We have men come to the event. Of course, it's more women, but men are welcomed, and we do have men attend the event. So yeah, it's for everyone.
That's
Little
awesome.
girls, adults, men, anyone can attend the event. So.
That's awesome. And that's so important to know. Ladies, kings, queens out there, you need to go to her event.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you something. That event stuck with me, that first one. I'm still stuck on the first event, okay? Because we were going through a pandemic, and I was like, oh my God, how many repeats can I watch of television?
Okay.
I'm so done.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there, I'm eating and just binging. And when she invited me, I was like, I'm going. And when I went there, and I saw, just like I said, these beautiful women and the ambiance, but I felt the energy, the positive energy. And then we went outside and everything was set up so lovely. I was like, okay, this just helped me get through my pandemic, And so I would encourage everybody out there, if you are listening to this show, and we are going to put it on YouTube, you need to go to her event because it will be life-changing. Never underestimate when people get together. It encourages us, you learn from it, you grow from it, you walk out feeling good. So if you feel that you need to go, you need to start thinking about that now. For March will be here before we know it. You know, it's March 12th. You know, it will be here before you know
And
it.
we're already halfway sold out.
Okay, she's already halfway sold out.
It's
See,
already-
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And I really like how you talked about the young girls because
Yes.
that is so important
Yes.
right now, you know.
It is.
Because young girls right now during this time is going through so much. We all would look, we're adults and we had to get through the pandemic. Can you imagine what it's like for children?
Okay.
Can you imagine what it's like for teenagers? It sucks, okay? There's no way of putting it. It's terrible.
Yes.
You know, but having a voice and having women who can encourage and give wisdom and cheer them up and show them that it's going to be okay, that their life is going to be okay, that there is going to be a better tomorrow for them. It's
And
so
with these
important.
kids, you can talk all day about what they should do, but they imitation.
Yes.
If they see you
Yes.
doing it, they'll walk into the rooms confident.
Yes.
They won't be afraid of public
So true.
speaking.
Yes.
They won't have, you know, a lot of people with kids today, they just want to be on the phones and stuff. They'll learn how to interact with other
Right.
people. I mean, they're just walking to their purpose because they imitate what you
Right.
do. So if we get these young girls into this right now,
Yes.
just imagine what they'll be doing 10 to 15 years from now.
Yes.
And that's the
amazing.
goal.
Yes.
Yes, and that is the goal. That is the goal. And you know what? Speaking about social media, I want to speak to you about how you can, what avenues and conduits can each business woman take to improve in their business with social media? Because, you know, right now, you know, if you're in business, and the pandemic changed everything, as we know.
It did.
You know, we went from being, you know, doing flyers and by phone, and now we're like on Zoom and on the internet, and it was like, it was a game changer. It was a game changer. But the one thing, even when something happens bad, like with the pandemic, good can come out of it because a lot of people use that time
That's the
to
purpose of it.
self-reflect,
Yes.
grow their business, and get better. So what are some of the suggestions that you could offer?
I would definitely say on social media, aesthetics for business pages are very important because it creates a brand identity. And that means whenever you post, your followers and you know, they know automatically, oh, this is Lady
Okay.
Luck, or this is
Right.
you know, Lunchbox or whatever. So that's what you want to create because it's a million of everything, you know, in the industry. Like everyone's selling cakes, everyone's selling hair, everyone's, you know, so we want to dominate our industry by going above and beyond and aesthetically having our social media page flowing so that way the brand identity is
Okay.
there and it's easier for your customer. I mean, and the followers turn into customers and customers turn into, you know, people who want to tell two more people, and then it just goes from there. And then, hey, you've dominated your industry just by creating a aesthetically nice social media presence. So,
Thank you. And did you hear that, ladies out there, queens? And I'm going to tell you something. If you are a person just deciding to go into a business, or you feel like you're stagnated from the pandemic in your business, these are some great suggestions. And so what I would suggest you do is contact Indy, and she'll give you her information. And because this is one of the things that she has not told you that she is so good at. Tell us about it.
yeah, so basically, the Indie Felder brand at HD came about because Beauties with Brains, like, I was like, wow, I really created this, and the branding has always been there, and the empowerment has always been there, and the love has always been there. And I said, so people will come to me and asking me to help them. So I said, okay, well, this is a business, and this is my passion, and I have a degree in marketing. And so I created the branding agency where we run social media accounts. We, you know, do branding strategies for other clients. We help with campaigns, and we also have where we partner with Fortune 500 companies, small companies, mid-sized companies, and we help implement incentives for the younger age to want to work, to stay working,
Yeah.
you know, so because I mean, as some of us don't want to work for others, but some people do. They just
Absolutely.
are, you know,
Right.
want to work. And then we want to help like implement these incentives because now, what is it, the great resignation we're going through right now?
Yeah.
People don't want to work.
Yeah.
So if
Right.
you want to keep these employees, you have to pay more. You
Right.
have to give bonuses. You have
Yes.
to.
Yes.
So now we're coming in and going in trying to help them keep their employees or,
Okay.
you know, obtain
Wow.
employees. And so the agency just has a lot of stuff that we offer to help people grow and elevate their brand and businesses.
That's awesome. That's
I'm going to
amazing.
call you girl.
That's why Queen's
Yes.
Court conversation is so important because this gives us a chance to talk to each other, find out how we can help each other, support each other, encourage each other, and keep going from there. So those who are listening, she just gave you some great suggestions. You can contact her, like I said. And next, what I want to ask you, what is your mission? I know you just told us everything. What is your mission going forward for people?
Just to continue helping people, empowering people, making them feel good, giving them this space to talk about, you know, what they've been through and how they got through it. And just like really like I said, it was just a gift. People always gravitated towards me and I used to try to run away from it. Like you were saying earlier, I didn't want to walk into it. I would always read stuff on social media like, oh my gosh, this person they talk to everybody and I don't meet a stranger. So I used to try to walk out of it, downplay,
Right.
suppress it, like we
Right.
were saying
Yeah.
earlier. And then, like I said, 2017, I just embraced it. So I just want to continue helping people and making people feel good, and then continue helping people make their brand pretty and profitable.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
You
That's
couldn't
beautiful.
run
Thank
from
you
it,
so
I
could
couldn't
much.
run from it no
You
more.
can't.
Yes.
It's in you.
Yes, it is
it's
in her,
in you,
and
so.
I appreciate you so much. I appreciate
Yes,
you
I
coming and
appreciate
explaining.
you and
Thank
supporting
so much.
everything I do.
Yes,
And
thank you,
yes.
thank you. So, what is your mission, Shay, going forward?
Well, my mission is to give cupcakes to everyone one day at a time.
Girl,
I love it.
and you know, cupcakes are very popular now. I mean,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
they're so fancy now.
Oh yeah, it is very profitable. The main thing I want to convey is do what you love.
Mhm.
Love what you do.
Okay.
That's
Money
the
will
main
follow.
thing.
That
The
is
money will come.
That's right.
It will come. I had no customers when I first started,
That's right.
but again, my passion, my drive, because I like what I'm doing,
Right.
made room.
Beautiful.
Your gift will make room for you,
Yes,
and it
okay.
definitely made room for me. So
Absolutely.
yeah, do what you love.
Thank you. And what is your mission, Rosa? Because you got so much going on. You Miss Renaissance woman.
Yes,
Go from
okay.
here.
Everything. I have to say this. I spent a lot of time alone, so I couldn't suppress this Rosa. So I just, within me, I needed to know, so what do I need to do? You know, because I'm not done yet. I'm actually, this is a new beginning for me. And Queen D, our journey, you know, I'm watching her, we're in pandemic, social
Yeah.
media, and I started to say to her, I love your new space that you're in.
And
you
I really
have
appreciate when
blossomed.
you said that.
Yes.
And anytime I'm sending flowers to everybody.
Yeah, and
That's
So-
amazing.
That's why I'm here today.
Everyone needs a Rosa.
yes, we do.
That's why I'm here today.
Yes.
Because this is what I needed. I didn't know how to get started again. I've had tax services, Mary Kay, Organic Gold, tea, lattes. So after my life change, I stopped. I wasn't living. I wanted to live. And after I started breathing as Rosa, not as the old Rosa, the new Rosa, sincerely, I ask, I need to be around positive, encouraging people because my energy draw everything, mainly negative. I don't even like the word broken anymore, just going through some things. And because I've had so much stuff going on as a widow, I didn't know how to stop some of it. So I took my time back. I took some of my time back. I'm here today and listening to you all have encouraged me so much.
Thank you.
Likewise.
And you have encouraged us too.
Oh wow. That's what this is about, though, and that's why I appreciate it so very much.
Okay, and we're gonna have to make it quick. What is your mission?
So listen, love yourself, learn your mission in life, and apply it 10 times fold. Cause what you put into this world is what you're gonna get back. Karma is real.
Energy
Energy is real.
Thank you. And you know what? I just want to say thank you to all the listeners out there for listening in. And like I said, for those who are coming in on the end, you can listen to this on YouTube because we will be putting it on YouTube. I just want to thank all you beautiful queens for coming here. You really have blessed my life. You know, I always believe that whoever shows up is supposed to be here.
Yes.
And God's got a plan for all of us, and God's got a plan for you. Thank you for listening.
Wow. This was amazing.
Good.
Yeah.